Welcome back to Getting Her to Say I Do, my video dating vlog as I go through the journey in the process of getting healthy, loving myself, figuring out who I am, finding someone I like enough to pursue a relationship, pursuing the relationships, and then dating, I guess. Getting engaged and then marriage, that whole process. Yeah. So I am 2 weeks out of my months of singleness and still have not had a date. So it's a little bit harder than I thought it would be. Trying to figure out how to engage someone. I'm awful with small talk, with initiating conversation and stuff like that. I think it's because I'm anxious and I want, like, I can look at someone like, yeah, I would date you, rather than getting to know that person. I struggle with that part. So I haven't dated yet, but I did get to hang out with this super dope woman Friday. But it wasn't a date. It was like us. It was like she was helping me with some leadership stuff because she's in leadership in a high capacity and she's very effective from what I understand and what I see and what I've heard. And so I thought she was dope. And so I wanted to kind of glean from her, poke her mind, and just kind of figure out a little bit about leadership. And it was amazing because, like, when I asked, I was like, hey, can we meet and you kind of help me out with some leadership stuff, blah, 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 because she's black, for one, and she's a leader. And I don't know a lot of black men in leadership at the level that she's at, because I don't want to talk to people that are on my level. I mean, I do, but I can talk to them anytime. But to talk to someone higher up, yeah. So I sat and talked with her, and she gave me some really, really cool information and stuff. But I was also like, man, you're just a dope person just from sitting there. And so prior to this, as we discussed and conversed, it was very clear that she didn't have a bunch of time to just throw freely, which is something that I need to work on, time management. So going into this, knowing what type of woman she is, knowing the reputation that she has and to the level that she has succeeded, it was imperative for me that I showed up prepared and ready to do business with this person on this level. So I showed up ready. I had notes. I was organized. I wanted to be concise with my statements, with my ideas, with my questions, so that I didn't waste her time or my time, or so it wasn't tedious and frustrating and wasn't running in rabbit trails. So that was super important. So fast forward to that evening. I met with another young woman, just a couple years younger than her. Both of them are older than me. But she is not in leadership, or like these two women are like polar opposites, kind of not polar opposites, but they're not close on the spectrum of like just the way that they do things. And so for that one, I didn't have to show up prepared. I didn't have to show up ready for anything. I didn't have to show up in really anything. I could just kind of come and be like, hey, here I am, blah, blah, blah. And that was good enough. So that's the difference of, like, it's not dating, but when you look at it in terms of dating, like, someone who's already established, who knows what they want, know what they're doing and what they're going for, opposed to someone who's just kind of freelancing and figuring it out. So I thought that was super interesting. Both still went pretty cool, and I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot, enjoyed a lot, just hanging out with people. So yeah, it's kind of just where I'm at. I bought maybe 4 new pairs of shoes last week, which is a problem. I buy shoes when I can't get a date. So, there's some kids walking down the street making all that noise. Be quiet, I'm trying to do a video. Kids. Ugh. And so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, hanging out. I'm starting another newish part of the job, what I went to school for. I'm super excited about that because I'll make a little bit more money, to be a little bit more flexible and comfortable. There's something wrong with my car and I need to fix it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't said anything in a while, so I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in and getting her to say I do. Woo, 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 woo.